Hello everyone and welcome to Geek Must Have, and this is a deconstruction of an Acer 6920. This was a Core 2 Dual 6400. It had 4 gigs of memory in it, and I think it had a 320 gigabyte disk in it. It got to the point where it was running Windows 7 okay, and then I used it as a test bed for running a version of Ubuntu and elementary OS on here. So that's what's on here. I'm going to keep the drive and the memory, but the idea is to tear this apart because it has a 16-inch widescreen panel on it. So this is a fairly nice widescreen panel. It's only a VGA according to the actual computer itself. But I found out that sometimes some of these displays can actually be driven to HDMI if you get the right type of controller board. We are going to take this apart. As with all deconstruction projects, we follow the first rules, where if something is removable, remove it, and if there's a screw someplace, unscrew it. This unit has a manufacture date of 0902, which means September 2002, which makes this computer almost 15 years old. I have a hard time believing that I've had it for that long, but you never know. It's a lithium-ion battery, 10.8 volts at 4.2 ampere hours. It's an unusual voltage, 10.8. As I mentioned in a previous video, I try to get all the screws out of here so Ruby doesn't eat them, but these all seem to be locked into place with little C-rings. Pretty ingenious. That way the screws don't fall out. Now inside of here are a pair of 2 gigabyte 2x R8 PC2 5300 memory. Again, memory I'll probably never use unless somebody else's notebook breaks, but they will go into the memory bin with all the rest of the memory chips. Here's the cooler channel that cools the CPU, which I guess is under there, and there's the fan. Doesn't that beat all? This is a 250 megabyte 2.5 solid state disk. That was pretty advanced for its time. I can't believe this notebook is that old. Well, it's in the deconstruction bin for a reason. That'll make a nice little drive for some other system. This is the Wi-Fi link card. I'm going to keep the card considering how new some of the other components are in here. I wouldn't be surprised that there is not an ESP8266 under here that I don't know about. For some unusual reason, they decided to put the power plug in the pivot point for the screen. And then they put the Kensington lock on the other side. We're going to attempt to take the screen off. Took all the little dots off that were covering up the screw parts, and the screw heads. Looks like that's the speakers, and that's a little subwoofer. I don't want to cut those wires or anything like that, but it's kind of neat. Come off fairly clean. And of course, there are more covered up screw heads. That's why this base doesn't want to come off. I want to see if I can preserve these cables, because those are the cables for the signal.